I see a lot of these walks, like, it's stuff like this. Like, okay, it says, Jesus' name above all names. And then there's mine, and let's forget about those lines. But it says Jesus' name above all names. And I look at that, and you just say, Jesus, the name above all names. And then people be like, Jesus is, I don't know. But I see the arguments all the time of these Christians now. They'll be like, his name's not Jesus, it's Yeshua, and the name is, and you need to say it in Hebrew. You're just as bad as the Roman. Just because you all of a sudden go, but actually his name's Yeshua, and you try to make it Hebrew, doesn't make him the Messiah. Right? But his name was supposed to be Yeshua. Well, who made up Christianity? I mean, that's the building, the beginning. Look, I'm gonna bring some hard truths for you. Some hard truths. The story of Jesus Christ is a messianic folk tale. That's what it is. In fact, it's in the Dead Sea Scrolls. It had been going around 200 years before Jesus. Jesus supposedly even ever walked in Galilee, right? You want to know that the proof of it's a messianic prophecy? Go on YouTube and look up the Moshiach. There are 8 billion stories of this rabbi went and Elijah came to him and he ate an onion, and now a Moshiach will come and he'll be eating onions. And the story of Jesus is that story. It's a story just like that. Just like this girl, like, stopped him right there because I was gonna keep walking, but like she was like, I gotta fix my eye right here. So, right. Anyway, Constantine made it up. Constantine got a hold of that story. He needed a reason to be in the promised land because the Romans don't believe. They believe if they possess the land because they know the Red Sea story, then they'll possess the God. Then they in themselves will become gods. So they made up this story. Actually, when you're praying to Jesus, you're actually praying to Constantine. You're praying to the Roman emperor. Because Pontius Pilate washes his hands, imitating the high priest, right? For the sacrifice. Well, who's above Pontius Pilate? Constantine. So he's washing his hands to do the sacrifice for Constantine, making Constantine God. You're sacrificing Jesus to Constantine. Really, that's what's going on. So whether you go, well, his name isn't supposed to be Jesus, it's supposed to be Yeshua. No, his name, Jesus is like a common, it's like Janus. It's a Roman god. It's Janus. Go look up the story of Baal or the story of Dionysus. It's a combination of Janus and Dionysus. It's the story of Dionysus. Dionysus was the wine god. He said, I am divine. He was called the Lamb. He had 12 apostles. He was resurrected. The story of Jesus is also the story of Dionysus. So whether you change his name and everybody goes, all right, he's a pizza fixin' easy, and then Jeremiah goes, well, if you turn to Ephesians 12, Paul, who's also made up and not even real, because like I said yesterday, Paul of Tarsus. Tarsus is in Turkey. There were no Jews in Turkey. There's no, in fact, Paul goes all over Asia Minor and goes to Greece. There would have been no Jews in Greece either. They had, like, they were, God takes Abraham to the promised land. The famine hits. They go to Egypt. They become enslaved. Moses takes them out back to the promised land. Joshua actually forms it as Israel. David and Bathsheba, Solomon, praise to Malach. God breaks up Israel, which isn't reformed. That's the state of Israel. It's not the Hebrew nation. Breaks it up. Exile happens. Right? Nebuchadnezzar takes them to Babylon. Cyrus comes, lets them out. They rebuild the second temple. and then the Romans are occupying it at the time of Paul. There's at no point did any Jews go to Greece, go to Turkey, go to Ephesus, go to Corinth. There'd have been no Jews there. They haven't been dispersed. They don't get dispersed because when they get out of Babylon, the second temple gets built. They wouldn't have left yet. Rome doesn't destroy the temple until 70 AD. I don't know, Domino called Domino's Pizza, man. So, I mean, there's no Jesus. There's no Paul. It's a made up, it's a fairy tale. It is. I mean, some of it's true because God's making me walk through it because I am Moshiach, whatever that means. I can say what it means. But I mean, whether you guys argue about, well, his name is Yeshua, it's not Jesus, and Jesus is Greek. Yeah, and all the New Testament's written in Greek. It's Hebrew, it's pagan. Because it can't be written in Hebrew. And the reason it can't be written in Hebrew is because it's the language of God. Right? So let's say that Satan is involved in behind this. Satan can't come and write. He couldn't write it in Hebrew. He has to write it in a pagan language. Or maybe that's God's perfect plan. I'm not going to, that's too complicated. You guys can't even wrap your head around Jesus didn't exist. Let's just get through Jesus didn't exist. I mean, we're not even there yet. God told me there just yesterday. He said, Pottery 101. Pottery 101. They're not even ready to sign up for the class. Pottery 101. All right. Oh, the pagan language. That's why it's written in Greek. Like, if Jesus tells you over and over and over and over and over and over again, he's Satan. Like in Revelations, it says, I'll be loose for a little while. And then what's Jesus saying in John? He says, I'll be gone for a little while, I'll come back for a little while, then I'll be gone for a little while, but a little while and a little while. What's Revelation say? Satan will be for a little while. Do you think there's a correlation there? God says to Moses, I am, but it means I am. See, there's problems with the Hebrew and the rabbinical, but I'm not getting in a fight with them. It's I am, El Rohi, the God who sees me, the God who sees. It's not I am personal, because if it's I am personal, it makes God human. It's I am, the God who sees. I am singular puts God in a box and it makes it personal. It makes him personal. I am like you. I am Sam, I am. I do not like you. Jesus can't even say that. I am the bread. I am the water. I am the gum under your seat. I am Sam, I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. God just says to Moses, I am. That is sufficient. Jesus has to tell you everything that he is. I am this, I am that, I am that, I'm this. He's got to say it 7 times. He's got to turn around. You got to light the green lighter, and then you got to pray to an idol. It's Satan. And if there's a Satan. I mean, do we really want to go to Jesus? There's like a bunch of different ways that I can go about this to get you there, because I've been through all of them. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the name above all nouns. But Jesus is a Hebrew name, or is a Greek name. Yeah, and here's the thing: Yeshua, which is a derivative of Joshua, Jesus isn't even the derivative of Joshua in Greek. Jason is. Joshua to the correlation of because my name is Joshua. The correlation of Joshua in Greek would be Jason. It wouldn't be Jesus. So it's none of it. It's not even Yeshua. I mean, I'm not a language expert or anything. You guys could probably go fucking Google it. You guys got Google? I'll save you some time on the Google, right? The name Jason is used in the Old Testament as a high priest. He Hellenizes, it's a Hellenistic way. His name was Joshua. He changes his name to Jason. It's right in the Old Testament. I mean, here, I lived all bet. He Hellenizes, the high priest Hellenizes his name from Joshua to Jason. That's how I know that. I didn't even go to Google. Actually, God told me. So here, go look at it. That's how it usually works. He goes, here, go look at this. And I go look at it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. All right, go look at this. Wow, that's cool. You're right. That's all I know. I mean, I had to actually go look though. You guys don't even go look. I don't even know how the rabbis like. And here's the thing about it, right? And I'm not gonna bag on the fucking Israelites or the chosen people and all this. Christianity is a serious form of blasphemy to the Most High God, who you claim to serve, right? And there's things in rabbinical tradition that says that you can't recommend somebody who is in sin, or like you can't do that because, like, okay, let's say there's a roofer and like somebody wants a roofer and they come and they ask you about this guy, but you know this guy's in sin. You can't recommend that guy, even if he's a good roofer, if he's in sin. It's like this rabbinical tradition, right? So if you guys are all Jewish and in the rabbinical tradition, Israel and Hava Nagila and all that shit, you guys can't be hanging out with the Christians. The Christians can't be in league with you. What is the United States of America? The Christians. What is Israel? The military arm of the Christians in the Middle East. Yeah, you're the chosen people. I mean, I'm not meaning to lash out that hard at you right now, but I mean, these rabbis that are sitting there hobbling and giggling it, you need to get, how many Christian friends do you have? How many Christians do you do business with? You guys need to go back into your rabbinical mitzvah matzah ball and go look that shit up. Oh, and I'm going to say one last thing. And here, how are you, Moshe? Here's why Moshe can't be a Jew. When David takes the crown, he takes the crown of an idol. Right? And you're like, how does he take the crown of the idol? Because in tradition, or whatever, like, I don't even know what the word is because I'm not. But if a pagan disavows, it can be used in Judaism or something like that, or the artifact. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking. The rabbis will know what I'm talking about. I'm a confirmed Catholic. If I disavow Christianity, it can be used by me, Moshe, or something like that. I don't know. That's why I'm not really for sure. But I know I need to go talk to Rabbi. I don't know, you guys. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go talk to though. I know there's some. It doesn't really matter because God's gonna do what He's gonna do, and I know that. But I know that He wants me to. That's how He wants me to go. Look, there He is! I see Him. There's Jesus. Oh, that's a piece of stone. Oh my God! I found the tomb of Jesus. Look, it's hidden right in plain sight, right there. You see it? Carpenter. I think Sabrina Carpenter. Oh man, like this is where Jesus is born. I think Sabrina Carpenter is probably Moshiach because she's named Carpenter, but she's named Sabrina the witch. The witch carpenter. Is Jesus the witch carpenter? Or which carpenter is Jesus? Is Jesus one of the carpenters? Rainy days on Monday. Is that a carpenter song? Rainy days on Mondays always get me down. 6 degrees of separation from Sabrina the carpenter to Sabrina the witch to the carpenters to Jesus.